So good morning and welcome to vlog number one. This morning I'm at the beautiful Ladybower Reservoir in the Peak District. I'm part of a landscape photography group called Landscape Photography on YouTube UK, which is a combination of people wanting to do vlogs, people interested in vlogs. There's some quite big name vloggers on there as well. A very good group. Lots of information is shared, lots of banter shared, tips, tricks, advice, whether it's gear, formats, all those sort of things. They also set a monthly challenge. Last month it was the Lonely Tree, that was in November, and this month is for December. It's, I believe it's water. Well, I hope so, because I'm here to do some water shots. So I tried to do the Lonely Tree one. 3 failed attempts. Firstly, as some of you may remember that are on the Facebook page, the dog decided that she didn't want to play ball and decided she wanted to go swimming instead. Second one, walked up a huge hill to get to the Lonely Tree, left the camera at the bottom to get some b-roll of me walking up the hill, as you do. Walked all the way back down again, only to find that the vlogging camera had died and the battery was no good. Swapped the batteries over, still no good, so it was only cheap one, so that went in the bin. And then thirdly, I came up to the Peak District last weekend with a friend. It was supposed to be quite nice. Sunday was supposed to be the best day. No, UK weather, no, didn't play ball. It was horrible, freezing cold, windy, rain, sleet, snow, gales, just not good, especially for landscape photography, so that got binned. So today, 1st of December, I'm out by myself, so I'll give it another go. As I say, I'm at the iconic bridge over the Ladybower Reservoir. It's iconic for a reason, because it's a stunning bridge. It's a little bit windy today, so ideally you want it on quite a still day, so you can see the reflections of the arches in the water. May get a bit of reflection this morning, but as I say, it's probably a bit too windy with the ripples across the water. But we'll give it a go anyway, and then we'll go and see if we can find some other locations a bit further on. Yes, I know the bridge has been done 1,000 times before. I've shot it myself quite a few times, but the beauty of landscape photography is no two shots are obviously ever the same. Different light, different times of day, different conditions, different angle, different compositions, different sort of, you know, all those things can have a massive impact on your shots. And at the end of the day, if we all only shot, if somebody made one shot and no one else was allowed to do it, we'd never get any shots, because it's that sort of thing, isn't it? So anyway, waffling on a bit too much, so right, off I go. Get backed up. Just going to finish my coffee, because it's a bit cold out there. I think it's about -2, -3 in the wind chill out there at the moment. So I'm going to go on and put some more layers on, put some waterproof trousers on, put my boots on, and off we go. So I'll catch you in a little.
I've been running and I've been screaming and I've been crawling after you. Been saying that I don't need it, but damn it, I still do. But you don't know how that makes how it goes, and I can't help but think how sweet it'd be. You've been dark blue and you've been steady all this time. You've been acting so apathetic, but damn it, I'm on fire. And I don't know where you sleep, where you go. So I can't help but think
So all set up, ready to go. Talk you through the settings. So I've got a 0.9 3-stop soft edge graduated filter just running along the top of the bridge just to hold back a little bit of the sky. I've got a square polariser on the front just to knock out some of that glare that's now coming on the top of the, especially on the top of the ripples. And I've got a 6-stop ND filter on the front. I'm on a 2-second timer. I'm set at around 25mm, and I am shooting at f8 ISO 64, and I got a 5-second exposure. I'm focusing on the first stanchion of the bridge. I'm using the Tamron 15 to 30, so the focal length, well, sorry, the hyperfocal distance for that is insane. It's about, I don't know, 0.6 of a meter, 600mm, something like that. So focusing on there, it's going to be no problem whatsoever. So as I say, I'm on a 2-second timer, so let's go ahead and take the shots. So as you can see, sorry about the poor focusing. We've got the bridge coming in from the right hand side, almost into the centre of the frame. We've got the woods coming in from the left hand side of the frame, again coming into the centre, and then we've got the diffused clouds in the sky, hopefully getting a bit of light and a little bit of drama in there later as well. So I'm just going to have a wander around and I'll come back to you in a little while. It's absolutely freezing, so I've come back, got myself a nice coffee. The sun's probably just trying to creep out a little bit now. Don't know whether you can see, probably not, or you can maybe, yeah. So there are some nice little bits of light coming now over the top of the hills. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drive further down Ladybower, round to Howden and Derwent, and probably drive all the way up to what's called the King's Tree. There's a little stream up there, so hopefully if there's a little bit of snow towards the top of the stream, then maybe get some sort of trees with some snow on, we wish. But we'll just see anyway. But first of all, I'm going to have my coffee, going to warm up a little bit, and then I'll come back to you in a little while. So see you in a bit. Okay, so I went for a walk up to the stream. It was a little bit windier than I thought it was going to be. So unfortunately, as I was walking up there as well, the vlogging camera died. So I do apologise. So I had to come all the way back down. I finished at the top anyway. So came back to the car, swapped the batteries over, and off we go again. But as I say, it was probably a little bit too windy, especially where water was concerned. And the grass was moving and the leaves were moving, so yeah, I could probably have got a couple of shots, blended them in Photoshop, but I just thought no. So basically I just concentrated on probably a more intimate sort of landscape shot, which was quite nice, hopefully. If it's nice, I'll put it up in a second, but basically the stream was coming through the middle. And where the frost and the cold had gotten to the water, there was icicles on the sides of the grass, so hopefully it turned out okay. If it did, it's coming up now. I'm all set up. Unfortunately, got set up, took a test shot, and the sun's just gone behind a big cloud. So I'm just going to have to wait here a while, hoping that the sun will pop out in a little. Well, not too sure. But just to talk you through the composition, so spin you around. So let's step back a little bit. So I've got the stream, so basically that's my shot. So I've got the stream coming in from the right hand side with a small little waterfall on the bottom third. I've got the small little droplets of water coming from that slab, sort of leading you into the frame. Then as we go further up, don't know whether you can see from here, I've got a bit of an S curve within the stream, and then I've got this fallen dead tree that just hangs over into the middle. And then in the background, obviously, I just quite like it how you got the sweeping S curve, and then you've almost got the dead straight pine trees that sort of jut out from the top of the frame. Settings wise and setup wise, I'm on 15mm. I've got a 2-stop soft graduated filter just on the top of the bank line, just because it's quite bright, even though the sun's not out behind the trees. So to try and just knock that light down a little bit, just so you can get a bit more contrast from the trees. I've got a polariser on there, obviously, just to take the glare from the water. I'm on ISO 64 as I'm on my tripod. What am I on? ISO 64, f13, 2 second on a 2-second timer, slightly underexposed in the image. The camera does sometimes tend to get forward with the amount of especially white water, and it tells the camera that it's actually sort of more exposed than what it is. So where there's water, I tend to try and underexpose it, maybe a stop normally. Just gives you a better sort of more depth within the water. You don't blow the highlights out in the white water, and then obviously you can just recover some of the little shadows. But as you can see, well, you may be able to see from that image, you know, the shadows look pretty much sort of exposed anyway. So it's just a case of now waiting for the sun or the light, sorry, focus, just come out from over the top of the trees there. But I think that's about it then. I'm going to go off and have something to eat, have a drink, warm up a little bit, because it is absolutely bitterly cold. Yes, the hat's off now, but it was quite a strenuous walk up to the top of the stream up there. I'll also hopefully put an image from the stream at the top with the frosted water. As I say, this is my first vlog. Probably doing it all wrong. Not sure how often I will do a vlog. I think I'll probably hopefully do one occasionally. Certainly won't do one every time I go out, as it does, I find, tend to detract from actually going out and taking images, because you're more focused on doing B-roll and setting shots up and talking to the camera, whereas I suppose in a way you look, for me, landscape photography is quite therapeutic. It's my way of getting away from everyone, getting away from everything that's going on, relaxing. I suppose, you know, some people would call it quite a religious experience, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose it is. It's but I think sometimes when you're doing vlogging, that tends to overshadow the photography side of things. So I will do some more. Hopefully I'll get the camera sorted so it gets more in focus and I know what I'm talking about. But you know, if you want to stick around, this is a journey. It's not to become famous or become well known on YouTube or anything else. This is just purely a benchmark, so I can look back on this video hopefully in a period of time and say, wow, look how far I've come, not only in my vlogging but in my photography as well, from this point, which is the 1st of December 2017 look how much I've improved. So I think that's what I want to use it for. I want to use it as a benchmark. So yes, I can benchmark my images and say, you know, I'm here and now I'm here, but also more to do with composition, light, feeling, emotion, all of those things. And I think also, you know, vlogging tells the story behind the image, which I think is, you know, it's just as important as the image, the story. Anyone and everyone goes out there and takes photographs and nice images, and I think sometimes the image behind the photographs isn't conveyed, whereas hopefully by, you know, by doing a vlog, that conveys the story, and I hope there is a story. The story is, you know, me getting off my arse, me trying this. I'm one of these people that will try and try and try again, because I like to get things right. I like to have the technical experience and the technical knowledge to be able to do these sort of things. So as I say, it is a journey. Hopefully you like, subscribe, come back again. We are going, going up to the Lake District over Christmas with a few friends for I think 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights. So hopefully we'll be able to get some good images up there, and if not before then I'll have another go at vlogging up there. Hopefully I can get the drone up as well. I was looking forward to getting the drone up and get some images of Ladybower, but again I think that's going to have to wait for a day where it's probably the waters and the wind is a bit still. But yeah, you know, please like, subscribe, share, comments. I know it's probably not the greatest vlog you've ever seen, but you know, feedback is always appreciated. However, whether it's constructive or negative, you know, I'm a big guy, I can take it. So you know, thanks for dropping by, and I'll just give you hopefully a recap of a few images that I've taken this morning. Some you may have seen me, some I just whipped the camera out quite slyly and took some. So here you go. So till next time, thanks for watching. Bye.